Good. All right, guys. All right.
Thank you, Noah.
Let's start again. Just finding that restful place here. Breathing deeply in through the nose and out through our mouth here. Setting the intentions for our practice today. Getting ready for whatever work, whatever rest, whatever we need in this moment here. Just breathing, relaxing, sinking into it. One more deep breath, letting those thoughts come and letting them release and go away. We're going to find our way into our child's pose here, sinking into those hips. Taking just a little stretch here. Letting that back release, maybe that head rests against the mat. Letting that kind of stretch out here. On your next exhale, bring it up into our tabletop position here. Hands directly under those shoulders, hips over knees. Work into that cat-cow, arch that back. Let that head drop down. And then let's move to the front here. Lift the head, drop the spine through. Again, let's do that. Arch. And drop. Just flowing through it here. Again. Arch. And drop. Let's do one more time. Arch. And cow. You're going to walk those feet back into a plank position. Holding just for a moment here. Just nice and strong. And then we can shift our way back into our down dog here. Maybe need to pedal those legs out a little bit. Get some movement behind those legs. Feel that little flow here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk or jump your hands to the front. Hinging forward. Elbows tuck in. Let that spine hang long here. Just breathe. Into those thighs. Come on, halfway up here. Half fold. Exhale, forward fold. Half fold up. And let's go all the way to the top. Bring it center. And then let's reach back into our forward fold here. Hands to elbows. Rock back and forth. Feel that stretch in the back of the legs here. Feel that elongate just a bit. Hands drop down. Step or hop those feet back into our high plank. Push that butt back. Shift that weight. Hold. Pedal those feet if you need to. Take some time here. Breathing into those thighs. Shift that body weight back. We come into our high plank. Hold it here. Nice and firm. Squeezing that belly. Push that butt back again. Walk or step or jump those feet up to the top. Forward fold. Come up to your half fold. Elongate that spine. Back to our forward fold. Half fold again. Flowing with those breaths, taking your time with it, moving as you can. Always being willing to find whatever resting pose you need to, maybe child's pose, maybe down dog, whatever is serving your body best here. Let's bring those arms up. Arch that back just a bit, tilting, opening towards the ceiling, closing down towards the ground here. And reach. If you can, pop those hands right under those toes, or you just hold that forward fold position. Little rock here. A little extra movement and mobility here. Getting a little deeper stretch maybe. Breathe into it. And release those hands. Step back. High plank. Hold that plank. Squeezing that belly. Holding everything strong. Let's push those butts back into our down dog here. Pedal those feet if you need to. Breathe into it. Take your time with it. Shift back to our plank. Hold. And breathe. See if you can lower yourself. And push off. Stretching here. Maybe you're a little lower. Whatever's most comfortable for you. In our cobra, in our sphinx. Let's push back. Breathe here. Again, shift that body weight forward. Plank. Take your time in this position. Then let's lower. Slowly push up and through. Stretch it there. Pushing back. Into that down dog. We step right foot through. Long crescent lunge here. Arms by the sides, holding, breathing, feeling that stretch and that strength. Arms come up with it. We hold. Breathe strong here. Holding. Maintain that tension. Maintain that mobility. Let's find our hands back. Down. Push into down dog. Shift into that high plank. Lower it down. And push off. Breathe. There we go. This time the left leg comes up. Pull it through. Low lunge here. Breathing, holding stability. Bringing it up. Arms, we arch back just a bit if you can. Just breathing. Holding that strong position here. Feeling that power in this movement. And let's bring hands back down. Step that foot back. Down dog. High plank. Squeeze that belly, lower down. Take your time. Pushing off. Tuck those toes under. Push back into our down dog here, breathing. Step or hop those feet to the front of your mat. Forward fold here. Hands, hold onto those elbows if you can, or hands under those toes. Taking that nice stretch here, giving our bodies time to recover, to recuperate, to stretch. Come up into a half fold when you can. Back into a forward fold. And come up with me all the way to the top. Take your time, roll it up. Let's bring it back. Arch that back just a bit. And come on down with me. Forward fold. Half fold up. Forward fold. Step or hop those feet back. Starting with the right leg, just like before. Reach it towards the ceiling. And drive it through to the front. Hold your low lunge here. Balancing on blocks or whatever you need to if necessary. Then bring those arms up when you're ready with that exhale. Reach. Hold. Feel that power. Feel that tension. Arch just a bit back. And let's close the front. Step that foot back. Push that butt towards the back. Down dog into our high plank. We flow down. Slow, slow, slow push. Breathing through. Tuck those toes, push on back. Left leg like before, bring that up. And drive it through to the front. Low lunge. Hold and breathe. For 3. For 2. Bring it up. Holding again that long lunging position. Our warrior 1. Hold and breathe. 3, 2. Bring that down. Step it back. Push that butt back. Shift it forward. Slow drop. And push. Flow off. There you go. Breathe. And push back. And hop or step those feet to the front of your mat. Forward fold. Half fold. Back to our forward fold. Get those hamstrings elongating here. Back to our half fold. To our forward fold. Try and really hug in. Plant your hands. Let's step out into our high plank. Slow lower. And push. Let's flow through that 2 more times. Push back, down dog. Shift that weight. Slow lower. And push off. Tuck those toes 1 more time. Down dog. High plank, hold, breathe, slow lower. Push and flow. Back to our down dog. Again, right leg comes up, hold. If you want, take it across. And drive it towards the front. Back to our low lunge. Hold and breathe here. Bring those arms up, warrior 1. Breathing through it. Flowing with it. Shift. Hold here, warrior 2, long. Feeling that energy flow from fingertip to fingertip. Flowing all the way through that long, strong body. Flip that hand. Arch and reach. Looking towards that top hand. Breathing here. Hold. Working on that strong stability in these poses. Return. Back down. Leg goes up. And drop. Shift that weight. Drop that body. Push off. Stretch it out. Take time in whatever pose you might need. If you need time, just to breathe, do that. Take that left leg, bring it up towards the ceiling. Reach it long. You can always fold it over. if you need it. Bring it up, drive it through. Low lunge here. Low lunge, hold and breathe. Bring it up. Arch that back just a bit. Open up. Feel that energy flowing through. Reach and tilt. Looking towards that top hand. Feeling that stretch. Feeling that opening in the rib cage. Everything elongates here. Return. Those hands cycle down. Left leg reaches and drops. High plank. Lower it down. Push off. Breathe. Take your time with it. Drive it back. Walk or hop your hands to the front of your mat, forward fold. And breathe. Half fold. Elongate. Forward fold, stretch it out. Half fold, elongate. And bring it up all the way to the top. We're going to go into our chair pose here, sinking in to those hips, sinking back, squeezing that core, hands at heart center, holding. Breathing here. We hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Twist. Open. Still in that chair. Recover if you need to. Back to heart center. Other side, we twist. Back to center. Bring it up. We're going to do 5 pulls. Ready? 5, 4, breathe. 3, hold. 2, 1. One more time. Let's do it. 5, 4, 3, 2. One more. Feet go wide. Hands come wide. Sink into it. Take this as deep as you're comfortable taking this. Inch those feet out a little wider if you can. Breathe here. We're going to twist and reach into that warrior 2. Back to center. Other side, twist and reach. Just moving those feet slightly with this motion. Back to center. Right side, twist, reach. Back to center. Left side, twist, reach. Back to center. Hands come down. Butt reaches towards the ceiling. Reach towards one foot. If you want, you can take that arm, arch and reach. Open up that rib cage. And release. Other side, same thing. Again, taking that arm, reaching, and stretching here. And center, here we go. Hold for 4, for 3, 2, and 1. Inch those feet in together. Feet come closer. We go back to our chair. We sink. Hold that there. Holding and breathing as we move As we work, as we flow, open and rotate. Can you get any lower? Can you sink into it just a bit? Back to center. Other side, open, hold and breathe, and center. We come all the way up, then we're gonna sink. Pulse. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on up, one more time. Sink and pulse. 5, 4, squeeze that core. 2, 1. Great. Sink and hold. Hold here. Open. Exhale, center. Other side, open. Feel those quads burning up. And center. Always take whatever options you need. Open. And center, one more time. Other side. Open. And center. Lift with me. Release. We find our mat. Forward fold into it. Half fold up. Breathe here. Again into our forward fold. Hands plant. Step those feet back. Shift that body. High plank, lower. Flow through push. Breathe. Just there. We tuck those toes. Push it back. Right foot comes high. We drive it through to the front. Low lunge. Bring it up. Breathe here. Twist and rotate. Feel that energy flow from fingertip to fingertip. Feel it stretch, feel it elongate. Flip that palm and stretch. Arching and reaching, breathing, core is tucked. We stretch it back for 4. One last breath. Exhale, release it down. Leg reaches back, hold. Hold and breathe. Just breathing here. Gentle. 3, 2, 1. Just like that. Pull it through. Foot comes to front. Back to our right low lunge. Bring it up. Twist and rotate. Same side. One more time. Reach and arch. Breathing here. Release. And down. Cycle of hands. Again, reach that leg towards the ceiling. Hold it here. If you can do some circles. 3. Breathe with it. Drop that foot. Shift that body weight. Slow lower. Push off cobra or sphinx. Back to that down dog. Left leg does the same as the right. Bring it up. Hold and breathe. Drive that knee through to the front. Low lunge, hold. And breathe. Shift that body weight up. Reach tall and high. Reach across. Warrior 2. Hold it here. Flip that palm, reach. Look towards that ceiling, hold, half bind, warrior. And release. Cycle those hands. Bring that left leg back and up. Hold. Do some circles if you can. Drive it through to the front. Left leg again. Low lunge. Bring it up. Arms come high. Shift and rotate. Warrior 2. Reach and flip. Feel that elongation. Breathe into it. Let your breath move with you. Flow, release, down. Leg goes back. Reach it. Drop it. Shift that body weight forward. Slow lower down. And push. Hold here. Let's shift back, down dog. Bring it forward, high plank. And drop those knees. Shoulders directly over ankles here. Toes tuck under. We go into our tabletop hold here. Squeezing through that body. Letting that energy build. And lower down, release. Let's do that once more. Bring it up. Let it build. Breathe into it. And release again. Sink back in those hips. Knees can go wider. Child's pose here. Reach towards the right side of your mat. And then towards the left, walking those hands as you move. Come back to center. Shift that body weight. Again, into that tabletop hover. Toes tuck under. Push off into it. Hold. Let that power build in your core. In your body. Breathing through it. And into it. 3, 2, and 1. One more time. Just a slight hover above the ground. We start. 3, 2, 1. Push off. Hold. And breathe. And lower down. Push off. Into your down dog here. Pedal those legs out. Step or leap your hands forward. We're going to take a wider stance. And we're going to sink into those hips. This may be uncomfortable for you, so you can take something different here if you prefer to do maybe a child's pose or just a chair pose to challenge your strength here. We'll hold our frog here. Just breathing, getting that stretch. If you want that extra challenge, you can always plant those hands and shift forward. Even if you're not holding that position, maybe just getting a deeper stretch here. Letting that move, letting that breathe. Shift forward more if you need to, or all the way off those toes if you can. Hold for 2 breaths here. Back to our frog or our child's pose, whatever is comfortable for you. Plant those hands. Reach that butt. Walk those hands in. Hands on your toes one last time with this movement. Feel that little rock from toe to heel. Getting that stretch. Feeling those muscles waking up. Feel alive. Get ready to move. Release that forward fold. And half fold up. And forward fold. Once more, half fold. And forward fold. Breathing with it. Take your time. Come on up. Let's just breathe at our mountain pose for a moment. Arch just a bit back. Hold. Hands come to heart center. You choose your option here. Foot can be here, or it can just rest and help you balance. We're going to do some balance work here. Taking that initiative, taking that movement, choosing that space. If you can, reaching with it, breathing into it. Opening up, letting those leaves grow. Reach back to center. You can drop that leg and switch. Again, take your options. It can be here, here, or here. Floor, calf, or thigh. Avoiding that knee. Hold and breathe. If you can, reach with those arms. We're all going to have a side that's harder and a side that's easier. And you'll notice this here as we practice this little bit of balance. Just breathing in our tree. When you're ready, hands back to heart center. Drop that foot. We'll return to that in a minute. Hands come across. Hold that tension. Legs come across. Sink into it. Stretching out here. Sinking lower, feeling that stretch. Holding that tension to hold you upright. Breathing through it. Release those hands. Release that leg if you can. You can always drop it. And then we come forward. Breathe here. Nice and long. Keeping it long from your head to your heel. Only go as far as you can comfortably. Bringing it forward. Rebinding. Retwisting. Come back into it. That standing leg is working hard. It's burning up just a bit. Is doing all the work here. Making it burn. Feeling that tension. We breathe. And we release. Hands back to heart center. Left leg comes up. Balance here, one leg. Take your options, reaching if you can. If you're ready, open up towards the roof, towards the sky, towards the world. Invite that warmth in, invite that joy in, releasing any tension, any anxiety. Hands back. Bring it down. Other side, same thing. Leg comes up. We hold, we breathe, we reach. Once again, releasing any tension. Exhaling that and inhaling that joy, that peace, that tranquility, whatever it is. And return. Hands. And drop that foot. Opposite side. Twist those hands. Twist those legs. Sinking into it, using that tension here to hold us upright, to help us balance, to help us breathe. Spine is long, core is strong. Maintaining and breathing. Flowing through this. We release. Arms. Let the legs follow if you can. Whoops. Balancing as you can. Drop that foot if you need to. Hold and breathe for 4. Bring it back to center. Rebind. Recenter. And release. Find that mat, find the top of the mat. Forward fold into it. Stretch it out. Half fold up. Elongate. Forward fold down. Step those feet back. Hold that strong pose in this high plank position. Lower those knees. Shift that body weight back. Stretch it long. And rock it forward. Once more. Sink it back, hold and breathe. And let's rock it forward. Open up towards the ceiling. Twist. And then let that arm drop through and reach towards that opposite side here. Head can drop to the mat or look towards that opposite side. Hips can sink back, stretching that shoulder, stretching that back. Think, release that. Reach back towards the ceiling. Hand drops down. Right hand reaches towards the ceiling. And reaching on through. Thread that needle. Sink those hips. Breathe here. And release that. Hand comes back. We sink back in those hips. Reaching out. Nice and long. And come on up. We're going to find our back here. Slowly rolling down into the ground. Onto our mat here. Squeezing that core, keeping everything strong. Hands by our side. We're going to push our hips towards the ceiling. Arms can come up. And breathe. Hold in here. Nice and strong. You can rotate towards one side, or you can stay centered. And center. Rotate towards the other side if you choose. Driving those hips. And center. Hold, breathe. Lower those hips down. Leg comes long. We pull. Then let that leg drop through to the other side. Looking towards that other side as we stretch. Leg back towards the ceiling. And plant. Same thing. Other side, leg comes up. Stretch it long. Breathe into that leg. And drop it across. Reaching long here. Letting it sink. Letting it stretch. And release that. Hands on those ankles or on those toes. Holding and stretching here. Whatever is most comfortable for you. Stretching it out. Feeling tension release. Feeling tightness release. Relieving that soreness perhaps. Legs come together, feet meet each other. We stretch it here. Just breathing into each movement, into each stretch, finding the more comfortable stretch for you. Whatever most serves your body in this moment, in this time. Breathing into it. Knees tuck in. Roll those hips nice and slow each direction here. And other way, same thing. Knees 90 degrees. Drop them to one side. Release and breathe. And that other side, same thing. Release and breathe. Back to center. And once more, rock and switch and breathe. Release that. Find a comfortable resting position, whatever that is for you. And breathe here. You're going to take some time. Hands can be by your side or on your belly. Coming back to our normal breathing. Expanding that belly. And letting it collapse. Feeling that belly as it moves. Feel that work that you've done. Feel the release of tension from the work you've done. From the work you've done this week physically and mentally. Taking time to appreciate that joy, that peace in the sweat, in the hard work, but also in the rest, in the comfort, in the warmth of this moment. Enjoying the present here. Embracing these last few breaths, taking whatever last movements, stretches, poses, or feelings you need to. Letting that move and work for you. Let's rest into this last minute here. Just breathing. Find that peace, that joy, that comfort. Take what you need from this moment. Thank you for joining me today for that yoga practice. Thank you, everyone. Really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. And namaste. Thank you all. Thank you. Thanks, everyone. Thank you. Thanks, everyone. Have a good weekend. Enjoy your time. Enjoy family and friends, or just rest.